we made our very own chicken coop, and we are not very experienced about it. So you might see a lot of problems here and there, but I bring you from where we started to choose where it's going to be to this stage where everything is fenced off. They're in here, as you can see. They're looking very happy.
And blah 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 blah. This is me, Niklas, trying to sound like I'm passionate about my wife's chickens. Let me just jump in here. I just want to show you where we decided to make the coop. I wanted it close to the house, so getting eggs wouldn't be so difficult, but they would still have access to the garden to free range. Now we laid the foundation. It wasn't an easy task, but stone for stone and measurement by measurement, especially Niklas did a lot of the work on putting that together. And after that, it was time to put up the actual chicken coop. Or, well, this garden house that was pre-made and not particularly fitting everywhere, so we had to do a lot of manual adjustment to get it to work. The roof on top, the inside was a bit crooked, the slats in the front needed to be cut, but with a lot of handiwork and a lot of commitment, we made it look very, very nice. After we put the roof on and the door in, it was finally time to get a final look at our success. Let's have a look on the inside. Everything was nice and watertight, and I was pretty happy with the result. Now it was time to make space for the laying boxes. And after, to give it a good coat of lasur or paint or bites or whatever you want to call it in any language to make it good and waterproof. We also made a hole for them to get out into the run and put up the frame for the run itself, which required us to dig out a lot of earth and also put a lot of earth back in. Luckily, Niklas was willing to put in all that effort. We also covered the front end of the run with roofing, which is very nice for the chickens to be dry and able to roam a bit freely even if the weather is off. After the roof, it was time to put on the chicken mesh. We put on 2 layers overlapping and making sure it was connected to the bottom for safety. We had to put in these U-shaped nails and we worked with my unruly staple gun. We were continuing and fitting in the laying box. For the roof and the front we used leftover materials from the barn, and from the side also some leftover material from the coop itself to make it nice and fitting. After this we continue fencing off the yard with nice high fencing to keep the chickens safe from the road. Then we continued on the inside of the chicken coop to make it all ready for the chicken. Some nice high plateau for the water, some roofs. We put in our first bottom layer of sand for them to have a good temperature control, something to dig in, and it is a really good way to drain moisture away. On top of that will come some hemp bedding, and of course I made sure that there's water, food and everything in the coop. I was super excited to finish the inside of the coop, put the bedding in place, food, water, nesting material, and then we were ready to pick up the chickens themselves in Chateau. We're getting a beautiful flock of 6 chickens, 2 black copper marans, 2 olive eggers and 2 cuckoo reindeers or cuckoo Rennais French breed chickens. They were of course quite nervous going into their new coop. For the first day we're just gonna keep them inside. I gently tried to put them on the ground and let them explore their new environment. They're not allowed to go outside yet, but that is for the next morning. For now, I just want them to explore their new coop, get to know where their food, their water is and where they can sleep. Here we are the next morning and the first time for them to go outside. It is quite exciting for them, but at the same time also quite scary. I made sure to put some extra tasty snacks out, but they took a bit of time to get to go outside and explore everything. Every time I'm trying to, bring some good snacks and a nice feed for them that they have a good association with going outside. But they're still quite skittish and a bit worried because it's quite close to the road. This will just take a couple of days to get used to. And of course they're still quite young, so we're also not expecting any eggs anytime soon. So I lovingly call them my freeloaders. They're already a lot less scared, but they still don't like the car sounds. In order to make them feel more comfortable outside, I decided to add some of this natural privacy screen to the outside of their coop, and it definitely worked. They were walking around, being a lot more relaxed also when the cars came by. Alright Niklas, thank you for letting me hijack your video, and I hope I can maybe jump in for the name reveal. Bye!
Alright, I'm back, and it's now my show again, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but next video of course is gonna be me again. If I'm gonna babble over something, I don't know, it's gonna be a surprise. But yeah, I think I see you in the next one.
Subscribe!